An author by the name of John Passaro said that there's something special about baseball that goes far deeper than being a game. It's the father-son relationship that is built, the life lessons that are taught in the process of playing a game, and the ability to overcome not succeeding all of the time and still considering yourself a success.
There you go. Good job.
Baseball is an interesting sport. At the professional level of any occupation, if you fail more than 50% of the time, you're not going to have that job for very long. In baseball, if you fail 70% of the times you come to the plate, you're a Major League All-Star. In fact, in the history of the sport, only one person has been good enough to fail 60% of the time. So, as a little kid, when you ask your father or grandfather or mother or whoever to come to the ballpark and throw 300 baseballs at you just to hit, what, maybe 30 of them well, you don't leave the field mourning over the 90% you didn't hit. You leave it saying, hey, Dad, you see how far I hit that last one? Baseball and community fields worldwide instill this forward-looking life lesson into hundreds of thousands of kids every year. And in many cases, these fields help grow these kids into mature young adults. What passersby may see as an old fairground that doesn't deserve any attention because it just does its job every baseball season, and that's all it's needed for. So many others know it to be a special place that is a time capsule for a myriad of memories, fostering lifelong friendships and teaching invaluable lessons. To so many others, it's more than just a field. It's a second home.
You know, in the last 20 years, there's been some significant improvements made here to the field. We went from a quarter-minus limestone dust, nasty old material on the infield, to what you see now, a field that, in terms of the materials that we use on it, it's pro grade.
The experience here, growing up in Corner Brook for almost 47 years now, there was nothing more humbling as a parent or as exciting at the same time to walk into a field that you played on when you were 5 and 6 years old. And strangely enough, very little has changed, which brings about the nostalgia of the field. And it's just incredible, the feeling down here. You're sharing stories from 20, 30, 40 years ago and what it was like in T-League then to where you are in Mosquito. And just to come to this field on a day-to-day basis, it's nothing short of awe-inspiring and very remarkable.
4 years ago in Corner Brook baseball, we had 4 to 5 girls in our minor baseball program. We really looked into what we could do to grow it. So we made the conscious decision to separate the girls from playing baseball with the boys. We were able to grow the girls program for, less than 10 kids to over 120 in just 2 years.
Baseball's like brought me and my dad, our relationship together a lot more, because we'd hang out and stuff together a lot before baseball, but when I started playing, Dad decided to coach, and at least once every week, we'd be at the field practicing, or we'd be scoring a game together, and it just brought us really close.
I think that the association is pushing all the right buttons with respect to creating an environment where kids want to come out and play baseball here in Corner Brook. We really have spent considerable effort the last 3 or 4 years to bring about some change to the clubhouse. When we host tournaments and players and teams and fans and umpires come in from other provinces and from other jurisdictions here in Newfoundland, the only negative feedback we typically receive is around the lack of ancillary buildings, the lack of somewhere to go when maybe the game is delayed. The players, as I noted, have concerns about nowhere to go change. There's certainly nowhere to shower.
When they go through Jubilee Field and there is one female bathroom with one toilet and one male bathroom which has one toilet and 2 urinals, and in seriousness, with the size of the male bathroom, only one person can go in there at a time, it pushes our facilities to their limit.
We are in a situation here now where so much time and energy and effort has been put into our field, and it just feels like we are just holding up the exterior of this place, and literally brick by brick, and it's something that if we're going to go to the next level, and we have hosted great tournaments here, but it has been a letdown of the facility just outside the field. Anything from the canteens to the washrooms to the dilapidated boards, and it's just something that if we're going to continue to do what we're doing, we can actually get better with new and improved facilities. We would not normally see this in other locations. I've been to many locations where when you walk in, and one of the first things that I notice right away is looking at their facility.
It adds a lot to it, I find, because when you're playing, you feel like you're playing more up level from just an old field like this. And you kind of get that feel like you've accomplished something by making these travel teams.
Renovation of the existing building, or the replacement of the existing building to something shiny and new is just number one for us right now.
We have the same canteen we had 50 years ago, and we still have the same 2 bathrooms that we had 50 years ago.
We would just make this such a much better place if we just have the facilities available to open our doors to the general public.